Hello everyone, my name is Tiffany and this is my channel, Who's Your Handmade. Thank you so much for stopping by today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about gifts for the sewist who has it all. If that sounds interesting to you, stick around. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope that you will consider subscribing before you leave. I would love to get to know you better and welcome you into the sewing community. And thank you so much to each one of my friends who keep coming back video after video. Thank you for your support and above all for your friendship. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment down below. What is on your Christmas list this year? What is something that you have received in the past that a sewist would love to have? Let us know down below in the comment section. I would love to chat with you. So today's video is indeed around my Christmas list. So when you're thinking about buying for sewist friends, or for family members who sew, or even making out your own Christmas list, sometimes it's really hard to come up with ideas because we amass so many things in our sewing journey, in our day-to-day. We run to Joann's and we grab something. So our sewing rooms are often really full of things that we already have. So what can we add to the list for a sewist that seemingly has it all? So I do have quite a large stash. You can see it behind me. I have a lot of notions. I have pretty much everything that I need right here at my fingertips. So what have I put on my Christmas list? What is Santa bringing me this year? Or what have I requested Santa to bring me? My mother loves spoiling us with Christmas presents, and my husband loves to spoil me as well. So I've made out a little Christmas list. I'm gonna share it with you guys. Maybe it will inspire you with something that you could buy for a sewing friend, or maybe you can drop a few hints to your family members that this would be something you would like to add to your sewing room. Before I jump into these items today, let me remind you that I have another video actually from last year where I went over my sewing Christmas list with you guys. I think there was like 13 items that were on my list last year. Maybe some of these have crossed and I'm asking for the same things over again, but I think a lot of them are unique. So I will link that video down below in case you did not catch that, if you're new around here and you haven't been with me that long. So do go check out that video for inspiration for sewing Christmas items as well. Okay, let's get started with stockings. I love to do stockings in my family. They're very important to me. I love buying those small items for Addie's stocking and for my husband's stocking. And then mom still fills a stocking for us kids as well. So these small sewing items that I'm going to talk about today, and even in that video that I had last year, there are a lot of great things that you could buy for a sewist stocking. The first one that I'm going to talk about is thread. Now thread seems very basic. We need it for every single project that we tackle here when we're sewing, but thread can be expensive, you guys. It can be very expensive depending on what brand you buy or how much you buy at a time. So I love asking for thread in my stocking, and a lot of times Joann's runs a deal on thread, buy 3 get 2 free, or some kind of deal like that. So it works out really good for you to stock up on your thread. Now I give my family members 2 categories that they can buy for me from. They can buy random colors, small spools. Gutermann is my favorite thread, so they can buy the small random colors of thread. They have done that in the past, and let me tell you guys, I am not running to Joann's every 5 minutes for a matching thread. For the most part this year, I have not had to buy thread at all, and that is amazing. Just from random colors, bright, beautiful colors that mom and my husband have put into my stocking. The other category of thread that I like to call basics is another great one to ask for. Your black, your gray, your cream, your white, those basic colors that you use for a lot of projects. I like to get those on a slightly bigger spool and then have mom put those in my stocking. Thread really is a very basic, simple gift, but let me tell you, you're gonna be happy about it when you come down the road in a few months and you have all your thread fully stocked. The next thing on my stocking list is friction pins. Now, friction pins should come with a warning. Friction pins are those heat erasable pins, but let me tell you, they do not always erase completely, and if they do erase with heat, sometimes they leave a white track. So really, I'm a huge fan of chalk, but I do enjoy using the friction pins on occasion. Just take my warning for whatever value it has there. I've asked for dark colored friction pins. I like a dark blue or a black. That shows up pretty well on most of my projects. And I do not like the markers. I like the pins. The pins work best for me, not the markers. So I've added friction pins to my stocking list. The next item for my stocking is small, but I think it's going to make a lot of difference in my sewing game. This is a Hump Jumper from Madame Sews. I just found it on Amazon. I'll of course link as much as I can down below in the description box for you guys. This Hump Jumper is to help you sew over more bulky fabric. So if you have a lot of layers in your sewing machine, your presser foot is having a hard time going on top of it, that Hump Jumper is going to help you. It's going to sit at the back of your presser foot and it's going to give you a boost. The Hump Jumper is going to give you a little boost over that hump of fabric or that thicker layer of fabric. So I'm excited to get this. I haven't used it ever before, but I've seen a lot of demonstrations with it, so I'm excited to get this Hump Jumper. The next thing on my stocking list are small sewing embellishments like zippers, lace, ribbons, cute buttons. I love getting all that small stuff in my stocking, and it is small, but it makes a huge difference when you have a little bit of a stash waiting in your sewing room. And if you have a project and you want to add a little lace or a cute button, you have all of those at your fingertips. You don't have to stop. You don't have to head into Joann's. It makes such a difference. So I love getting little sewing embellishments in my stocking. And the last thing that I've put on my stocking list is the ever popular gift card. A gift card is always a great idea for that person that you just don't know what to buy, or it's for them to decide what they would like. I love receiving gift cards. I am not offended by a gift card at all. It gives me freedom to go buy what I would like, take my time picking something out. I love getting gift cards. Moving on to the main sewing gifts, the bigger sewing gifts that are wrapped up under the tree. Now you could go all out with these. You could ask for expensive sewing machines. You could ask for expensive irons. You can go as crazy as you need. Now, I personally do not need any new sewing machines. I have the sewing machines of my dreams sitting right over there waiting on me. I have a perfectly good large iron. It's a Tefal iron, inexpensive. It was under $40, but it works perfectly for me. Now, what I am going to ask for, so the first thing on my list is a smaller iron. I have had a smaller iron in the past. The brands that I tried, Rowenta, I had another little one. Both of them broke, you guys. None of them were great. So I want to try out this Cricut heat press iron. This is called the Cricut Easy Press Mini, I believe. This is a very small iron. It's something of a teardrop shape. A lady in our sewing group brought hers to show us, and I was so impressed. It gets very hot and it presses really well. And the teardrop shape of it helps you get into tight places and get your iron exactly where you need it to go. Her review of this iron was really great. She said that she used it on a lot of fabric types and it works really well. Obviously, I will be careful with it, especially for a little there at the beginning, testing out different kinds of fabrics. I do so with a lot of knits, so I don't want to be melting anything, but I'm excited to give this little Cricut iron, a try. I think it's going to be really great. The next thing that I like to ask for Christmas are sewing books. I don't like to just outright buy them for myself. So Jenny Rushmore from Cashmere Patterns has a new book out. It's called Sewing the Curve. It's on Amazon. I've put it on my Christmas list. I love to amass these books because they're full of so much knowledge, and especially Cashmere Patterns, who draft for different body shapes, more body shapes like my own. I love to see the adjustments that they are doing in these books, and it comes with patterns. So I've definitely put that sewing book on my Christmas list this year. The next one is a need. I desperately need a really nice pair of fabric scissors or shears, whatever you want to call them. I have a cheapy pair that I have used literally for years, you guys. I bought it when I first started sewing from Michael's. It was like a whole set with small scissors and even some snips, and they are just they're not cutting it. Pun intended. They're not cutting it, they're not doing the job anymore. So I have put on my Christmas list a nice, somewhat expensive probably. I know that scissors can get pretty expensive, but I want a really nice pair of sharp fabric scissors. I do not cut out my patterns with scissors. I'm a rotary cutter girl, but it is so handy to have a really nice pair of fabric scissors at the ready at any time. The next thing on my main Christmas list I'm really excited about, I have put an original cam plier and snap set on my Christmas list. I went onto Amazon and I made sure that it is the official cam snaps, not an imitation, not a cheaper version. I have had really bad luck with some plastic snaps that I have used in the past, so I don't want to mess around with any off-brands. I want the original and see if I can make it work. So this is the set right here. I'll pop up a picture of what I found. It's really not that expensive. They were about $26, I think, on Amazon. They make a cam snap tabletop version, and that probably would have worked better, but it was quite pricey. So I wasn't real sure that I wanted to add something that expensive to my Christmas list this year. So we will try the pliers and see if I can get those to work with it being the original cam brand. So hopefully those work out good. And then the last thing on my main Christmas list for anybody who wants to buy for me and my family is, again, a gift card. A gift card is great in a stocking for a small amount, or it's great as a main gift for a larger amount. You can never go wrong with giving someone the freedom to get what they want, pick out what they would like, then you're not having to worry about taking anything back. Okay, that's my Christmas sewing list for 2023. Maybe some of these ideas inspired you for the Sewist around you, or for your own Christmas list to provide for your family. Sometimes they just need a little help picking some things out. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.